Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Langrisser Mobile. Alright, another month needs a new banner. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and dive into the Secret Realm store, see what we get. So we have Lisa and Michelle's exclusives. So Michelle's is a weapon, has an attack buff as usual. And anytime she does damage to an enemy, there's a 50% chance that she'll apply an additional Searing Flame, which is her talent debuff. And she'll get the ability to extend her range for one turn. So, kind of useful. Usually with Michelle, you are doing back-to-back AoEs, so the one turn duration is not the end of the world. Also, her act again, or her small move again, act again ability does not reduce deep buffs, so it should be fine. If it's as far as it being better than other weapons, I don't know. I don't really use Michelle anymore, but I think overall it's probably good for her because there's not really any spears that are designed for AoE. Lisa's is a hat, so it's competing with, I guess, King's Crown or whatever it's called. Has HP, which is good. When choosing a form, it'll dispel a debuff and gain a random buff. Honestly, that's kind of meh, but it's better than nothing, I guess. It's kind of disappointing overall, but I'll still get both of them, so I'll go grab them now. Alright, I'll level them up later, so on to the main stuff. I don't think I'm 0 towards pity right now, so for the summon, we have Vengeful Blades of Solitude, which has Julian and Wandering Duelist. Wandering Duelist is, of course, future Brenda, or I guess current Brenda. I do want to go ahead and get Brenda for the usual reasons, and Julian we will need to grab because he is used for a bond for future Lucretia. So, with all that, let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright. Unfortunately, Wandering Duelist is seen as not that great. Mainly because of her talent. If she doesn't have her talent applied to anyone, it's practically a dead talent. She doesn't have any other passive buffs from it. It's not exactly the end of the world though, since she does have a one-cost ability that lets her move again and apply a pseudo effect that's similar to the talent on two characters, and I believe it bypasses immunity and can't be dispelled. So she does have means to at least set it up. But she doesn't really have anything that's for tank busting per se. So if you're going up against another rush box where you're just trading kills, she can actually be pretty interesting to use because every time you lose a unit, she's going to be better against those opponents. There was some hope that her exclusive would make her better, kind of like how they improved Akaya, because Akaya had a similar issue where she kind of had to rely on things dying in order to get her wolves, but then they gave her a weapon that gave her a free wolf at the beginning. But unfortunately, oh, I think that was 60, but I kind of lost count because I was talking. Alright, let's see what we get. Alright, so we got... Sorry, she wasn't done talking. Alright, so we got Wandering Duelist, that's good. Alright, Drifting Female Fighter, a drifter who seeks revenge. She changed sides just to find her companions. Alright, So that actually puts us in a good place, because if we get duplicates of Wandering Duelist, that's more power to us. But we do need to get Julian. He's needed for the defensive bond for Ghost in the Shell, or whatever her name is now. But yeah, for those who are hoping that the exclusive for Wandering Duelists was going to help her, it doesn't. They kind of went with the Claret route with her exclusive, giving her some damage reduction, and that's about it. Oh, 20. That's not bad. Okay, another Wandering Duelist. Again, I don't mind having more of them. If I do get her 6 stars, I will try to use her. Like I said, the biggest issue is she doesn't really have anything that stands out per se. She does have a self-res, so compared to her original, her OG Brenda, she's at least, I guess, more durable. But went for a rush down, beat down assassin type or whatever, you generally want just more offense. I don't think she's as bad as people say she is, but I do see that you only use her if you're a really big fan of Brenda, I suppose. I would say OG Brenda is actually probably better offensively, simply because she has the Act Again talent. Unfortunately, Wandering Duelist is unique mechanic leaves much to be desired, unfortunately. It definitely needed a bit more time in the oven to be polished out. It's a pity, though, because honestly, her design looks really cool. And her, I believe her skin actually looks pretty good as well. I, of course, lost count, as always. I don't really have much to say about Julian, because I didn't really see him used much in the CN servers Apex matches. I saw maybe 1 or 2 boxes that actually had Wandering Duelist, but I never saw, but in none of those was she actually selected. Alright, I think I just hit pity. Looks like I just went through my Trinity vouchers, so I'm going to crystals now. Okay, I definitely lost count. But I'm pretty sure I'm at pity. Wow, I really lost count. Either that or pity broke. There we go. Alright. They really want me to actually use this character. Alright, well, still 4 stars. 1 more and she'll be 5 stars. Pretty much every duplicate saves me about 17 days of Gate of Fates. Okay. Got in a 1. Say we're floating about average right now. There we go.
浮かばなかった姿です。この出会いはどんな風に運命を揺さぶるんでしょうね。楽しみだな。
Right, Executor of Catastrophe, and the Foreteller of Doom, and a Witness and Executor of Death. Okay, like I said, I kind of probably miscounted the first batch at least, but I had 60, 20 pity, and then 10, so that is 190 summons for 4, so about average. Definitely no complaints, and all my dupes were Wandering Duelists, so definitely good for that. Alright, I'll be right back. I'll go ahead and get Wandering Duelists all set up. Alright, everything's set up. So all bonded up, geared up, leveled up. Alright, so her talent is when an ally dies, she gets self-healing, and the source of the damage will get a Chains of Vengeance debuff that bypasses immunity and can't be dispelled. It's also permanent duration. If she... Let's see, yeah, and then the debuff will also make it so they take more damage from Wandering Duelist. Every time she attacks, after attacking, she will do fixed damage. Let's see, equal to... Yeah, it'll do a fraction of the damage to everyone that has the chains, up to a certain max. It can potentially do quite a bit of damage, I've seen. I did have to use her in the arena to get one of her bonds, and it does quite a bit. Obviously the catch is you have to have the chains on somebody. So they'll get the chains on somebody without relying on your allies dying. You can use Destiny Snare, which will put Chains of Vengeance, but it only has a 2-turn duration, and it will do 20% increased damage when attacked by Wandering Duelist. So in higher star ratings, it's actually a weaker form of your talent, but it's something that doesn't require... It's infinite range and can be applied to 2 targets. After using it, she can also move 2 spaces and attack again. So that essentially gives her 7 movement with her when she's in a flyer. Besides that, she has access to lightning, resentment and trouble. It's 1.6 times damage, and it will silence passives on everyone that has Chains of Vengeance for 2 turns. And then after the battle, it will do a displace effect to push the target back. Besides that, she just has some other single targets, self-healing. She has a lot of self-healing. I don't know why. It's not... Her talent already gives her self-healing to begin with, so it's a bit redundant. Honestly, they should have probably given her a few other skills. Then again, you probably don't really have room for other skills because your 3C is going to be your 3rd skill anyway. Soldier-wise, she does get access to a variety of troops. Stealing Warrior and Mechanical Dragon Knights are probably your best bet, and since you're probably going to be going flyer with her. Here's the gear I'm using. It's kind of a standard flyer kit. One thing I also forgot to mention about this month's update is there is a new Covenant, which is Odin. I believe Odin has like really high attack power bonuses. Beyond that, I don't really know too much about him. I've unlocked him, and I'm accumulating experience from him right now. Anyway, with all that said and done, let's do Awakenings. The Moon people should not live in the shadows. I am willing to turn my back on them in order to fight for a better tomorrow. Alright. Don't think I need to worry about anything here. Nope. Okay, let's do this. Alright, so we're up against Caroline, Blossom, and Archon Blue. Alright, so what we can do here is apply that, and apply that. Let's see what sort of chaos that makes. So the fixed damage actually didn't trigger him, which is interesting. So as you can see, yeah, I did, does a fraction of the amount of damage I've dealt. So I took him down to 72% with that. I mean, for fixed damage, that's free. It's not too bad. There you go. Disable your passive this time. Alright, quick and easy. Alright, dueling on the past will not make things the way they were. Only a decisive challenge to chaos can bring about true redemption. Okay, we have Sissy White, Bounty, Inspire, okay. Julian, which I have 0 experience using. Okay, and then we have Ironblood Commander. Okay. So with this, if I go... Alright. So what's she going with? Armor Pierces is not a bad idea, actually. Oh, it's after battle. Screw it. Also, I'm probably not going to live long enough to benefit from it. Alright, so I don't have access to any of that yet. Upon entering battle, if the HP is 100%, damage taken is reduced. After battle, you move again. It can only be triggered. Oh, you can move again, okay. And then deals... Oh yeah, so he has bonuses when he fights anything that has reduced, that doesn't have max HP. Okay. So we got that for us. Not sure what sort of formation stuff my opponent's gonna be doing, but we'll know soon enough. The troop bonus will help us, but the mobility doesn't really matter since we're already at 5. Okay, there's mass attack. Alright. Okay, cool. So I could do this, but I think what I'm going to do here... So I could provide a tank. Or I can, You have access to, So yeah, I'm gonna just do Roar here. Alright, so that's gonna trigger Lone Avenger there. So put that to use. And then what I can do here... Apparently you can move through terrain. Good for you. God, your mobility's insane. Oh, because you have Blood Hunt. For every 1 unit on the battlefield with an HP below 100%, gain mobility. Okay. Got it. let's not sure this is going to be the right move, but I'll try nonetheless. Okay, didn't get killed, that's fine. Okay, so what I want to do next. Okay, so that heals allies. Got it. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. Forgot that's a thing I have to watch out for. Yeah, we're getting all debuffed here. Oh my god, that damage. I don't think I can win this now. Let's play this safe. I'm gonna soften you up, then kill you. Okay, you're gonna heal yourself. Okay. Alright, we should be able to kill next round. God, that fixed damage. Yet, they always have bloated stats, so their damage is actually rather high, so that fixed damage does quite a bit. So I should have killed her first. But that's okay. Alright, preview. Alright, when taking deadly damage instead of dying, you stay alive at 20% health. This effect can only be used once per battle. And then it's an attack that does 1.7 times damage, recover HP afterwards, and everyone with Chains of Vengeance will be unable to heal and have 20% reduced crit chance for 2 turns. So again, it plays off that mechanic. Alright, so that is everything. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. So next month, it is McClaine, or whatever his name is. I think it's, yeah, McClaine and Ricky, which I believe are male characters that some Langrisser fans were always asking for. As far as I know, they're not needed for any bonds in the future, so I will probably be skipping next month's banner and just saving up for the collab banner that's coming up. I think it's Jintoki, or how you should pronounce it. And that does have a character that's pretty fun, that can be pretty fun to use. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'm the Depressed Eater. This was Langrisser Mobile. I'll see you guys later.